So there's a fine line between feeling violated by someone and feeling like you may be in critical danger. Whether that's a creepy look up and down from a stranger, a date that puts their hands in the wrong place, an older colleague who makes inappropriate jokes at your expense. And sometimes it's hard to discern whether it was an honest mistake or if that was someone showing their true colors. Maybe even testing the waters until they can make their next move. These are the thoughts that many women, even men, have to deal with on a day-to-day basis. But the question in today's case is, how violated does one person have to feel to warrant self-defense? So it's December 2020. We are 10 months into the pandemic, and most of the world is still pretty masked up, only socializing with their little pods, staying home, maybe praying that the new year will finally lead to a turning point to that long year. 20 miles north of San Diego, Solano Beach is that idyllic seaside town that 37-year-old interior designer Jade Jenks has spent most of her life. And she genuinely did care about everyone who entered her life, for that matter, especially her stepdad, Tom Merriman. Their relationship was certainly unconventional, but everyone knew Jade loved Tom like he was her own father. Jade was actually 14 when her mother first met Tom. It was Tom that had the most influence over her upbringing. Having practically raised Jade, she found it hard to cut him off when her mother filed for divorce against him years later. But on the afternoon of December 23rd, Jade discovered something at Tom's house. But as she was cleaning around Tom's desk, she accidentally bumped the mouse, which woke up his computer screen. And that's when Jade noticed Tom's screensaver was a snapshot of a pair of women's boobs. And she realizes, those just aren't anyone's boobs. So her heart begins racing, and Jade takes a seat at Tom's computer and begins searching through other files on his desktop. And the more she digs, the worse the nightmare becomes. There are hundreds of images of her naked on her stepdad, Tom's computer. Suddenly, this happening, she begins to recall times in her youth when maybe Tom had treated her inappropriately. And that's when Jade decided to reach out to Alan Roach. She calls her ex-boyfriend and is like, I think my stepdad, Tom, has overdosed on pills. So Adam shows up at the house and he says, once he gets there, Jade changed her tune. She told Adam that she had suffocated her stepfather with a bag after dosing him with a bunch of drugs.
I just paid for these tickets and I don't have them. And the game started. And they're like, oh, we're so sorry about this inconvenience. We're waiting for the seller to send them to us. You're selling tickets that you don't have yet? What does that even mean?
That's wild.
Right? And they said the seller has up to an hour to send us these tickets. Otherwise, you're not getting a refund. And I'm like, the game started. So you're telling me that if the seller decides to send these tickets at 8:45 in the middle of the second quarter, I'll still be charged? They're like, yes. The seller never sent the tickets. I never went into the game. I ended up getting a refund. I called StubHub today. I'm like, hi, can I get something? Like, I'm thinking like a $200 gift card, like something for the inconvenience. They're like, no, this is our policy. You got a refund. Be happy you got a refund. So I needed to talk about this story because StubHub did me dirty and I missed the Knick game and it was pretty messed up. It was pretty messed up.